everybody. Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to present like the female founders here, which is a great thing to have. So let's reset the room a little bit, and we're gonna go to Hollywood. So I've been a talent manager myself for more than 10 years. I have been working with actors, where actually I found the problem of actors getting access to the jobs. So even me being a manager, it's been challenging for me, not being from Hollywood, but I've been from Eastern Europe originally. And I was thinking, how can I help all these actors, to get access to the jobs? So I just decided to create a solution, the platform, where anyone can discover and book actors anywhere in the world. So the problem on the market is casting, which is from 85 to 90% of the success of any feature. That's not me, that's what Martin Scorsese says. And this process nowadays takes, somewhere from 2 months, to 6-8 months. From another side, filmmakers are disconnected from underrepresented actors and micro-agents who represent these actors out of the United States. Why we're talking out of the United States? Because in the last 10 years, studios were massively relocating all over the Europe, buying their production facilities in the United Kingdom, Eastern Europe, mainly Hungary, Croatia, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, and also South Africa. The industry doesn't work in Europe the way it is in the United States. So, for example, it can be 1 casting director, 2 casting directors per country, so who basically don't have access to all actors in the world. So they needed some type of a solution. So here we are, bringing these worlds together. Our solution is we like it called, for marketing purposes, virtual talent manager. So it's a platform that represents actors and provide the service for actors. But this is initially a software-enabled marketplace. So the way it works, first you come and see actors. They can be pre-checked, in different groups on the website. So you select the category of actors you would like to see. Then you find the actor you like, you check if he's available for your dates, and then initially you can book actor through the platform. For the higher checks, studios can, add their corporate card and do initial, pre-booking fee like $1,000-$2,000, and later on with ACH we charge them. So as far as of the traction, we are managed to get 108,000 actors in our database. We are global. We have users in 124 countries. We made successful bookings for Universal, HBO, Netflix, Amazon. All of them are supporting and leading roles. We are the residents of the Marché du Film Festival de Cannes, so I just came from Cannes. It's been a nice experience. We've been covered in Variety. So obviously we got the market validation. As far as of the competition, we are having the middle of the market. On the high end, we have top agencies like CAWME. Their checks from 100K up, and from the lower end, it's many databases which doing specific parts of the casting process, like database with actors or software where you can upload the videos. So we right now in the middle of this market. What we do, we consolidate the niche of underrepresented actors and agents and managers who have very small amount of clients, like 2-3 actors, for example. So I would say if you compare it to real estate market, we're more like Airbnb. So you see the actor, check if he's available, you book him. So as far as of the market size, we are talking about $9.8 billion of the talent representatives commission, which we are disrupting. So about the half of this market, it's what the agencies now have, and the small software services. So we are speaking about $5.4 billion service obtainable market. So as far as the business model, first of all, there's a transaction which goes on the top of every deal. We also have an opportunity to have a licensing deal to charge studio for the software element. And actors also can pay for enhanced services if they want to upload more data for their cards. So we are global. We are having this momentum because of the diversity element. We represent a very wide variety of actors, and we are global. As far as of the team, President of the Casting Society of America is our advisor and also Emmy-nominated writer and producer. So we have like a production and talent acquisition side covered. We have a team of star team, decentralized all over the Europe, Asia, and United States. So we have a huge potential. We built something that actors need. There are some testimonials, and we're here to talk about money. We're at the seed, and we are raising 1.5, and here we are.
Great, thank you. Time is up. Thank you very much, Dasha, for that. Who would like to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Hi. Yeah, good presentation. Thanks. Just question about these. You mentioned 108,000, I think it was, actors on your marketplace. Yeah. And I don't know the chicken and egg scenario in this sort of case, but how many jobs have you been able to get to those 108,000 actors, or castings, I guess, sorry.
Yeah, great. So as far as of the registered users, we are about 3,000 registered users. So half of them, I would say, that the actors who potentially can be matched for the jobs. So 108,000 actors is what we have like inside our database of the actors we sourced. So for these 3,000 registered users, we were able to get 14 jobs. So for these top productions, the problem existing on the market that actually there are 10 times more actors than jobs. Yeah. So we're not going to solve the problem of getting the jobs for everybody. We have another elegant solution to give some activity for this 90% of actors who are not getting the jobs. They participate in acting challenges. They get prizes. We're thinking about NFT element to kind of pay to actors who are creating the content. So we are thinking how to solve this problem for actors who wouldn't be able to book the jobs just because it's just not enough jobs. Yeah. Okay. So I would say for us, the question is not about the quantity of jobs, but about the check. So it can be, one job, but the actor can be booked, for the whole season, which will cost $150,000 just for one job. So that's where we are.
Gonzalo?
Yep, go. Thank you, Dasha. I like the presentation. I think it's actually I didn't know that this was a problem but because I know nothing about this industry, but I can understand the marketplace that you build and that you're trying to. I like the presentation in terms of you tell us about the problem, you tell us about the market and the competitors as well, and a little bit about how you're going to. Your approach is different from the rest of the competitors. But again, if I have to see if I'm interested in investing or not, as Simon was always saying, we need some numbers, no? So we don't some KPIs, how much, even if it's zero, we just started, whatever, it's important to understand, no? Sure. And also at the end, you said that you were raising 1.5 million. Well, but again, the same, $1.5 million at this valuation. So you need to finish the presentation the way I see it, no?
So we got $250,000 in GMV so far. So we are working now on a full automatization of the sales element, like you see in Airbnb, end-to-end, from the discovering to the booking. So that's what we're raising money for. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I can understand the problem when we chatted on the phone. It's when you've got 108,000 actors out there, of which most aren't represented by anyone. Yeah. Or they're not the favourites, because it's one of those things. It seems an industry where if you're in someone's good books, you're going to get the job, and if you're not going to get a job.
Unfortunately, yes, we're trying to change it.
So what you're trying to do is really work with, but eventually replace the agent, at least, for a bunch of these, for those actors who are underrepresented. So I think what you're trying to achieve is absolutely spot on. A marketplace type environment makes a lot of sense. I think the search element, which would be very interesting to understand, because if we think a lot of marketplaces, you're searching around a object. Here you're searching around a person, but it's this person, and if I'm looking for someone who's male or female or playing this role or speaks these languages or can work in this country, and there must be so many variables that you have to take into account.
We do. We're working on it. So actually there are multiple amount of filters. So it's either you're looking by the location, you can pick actors in certain country, which makes sense when the studio relocating in Europe. So they probably look at actors like in Belgium or in other countries when they get in the financial initiatives from the country. And also another trend like disability, actors with disability or diverse. What I would say here, we're not trying to replace agents. Because I've been talent manager myself, and having the person representing actor is a big advantage. We are giving the opportunity to people who don't have representation, which is like for 4 million actors, it's only 20,000 agents and managers, which means 90% of actors doesn't have access to jobs at all. So we are solving this problem to show invisible actors who are still great and talented to the market.
Yeah. So then the other things is I'd be a bit clearer on the business model. I mean, the way I sort of view this as from an investor perspective is you've got supply and demand, right? Your supply of actors, you're not going to have a problem, right?
Yeah.
Right? There's so many who want a job, it's ridiculous. Demand, how am I going to get the production companies to use my platform or the casting people to use the platform to find it? So that's where I would think is the biggest challenge.
I'm 10 years in the industry, so we showed you like the production companies we're working already. So you have to understand that actually in casting industry, like 10 people who make the all decision. They hire in all other casting directors and around the world. So we need to work with these top 10, and we already do.
Yes.
And they're, by having like advisors, like a Casting Society of America president, they will obviously introduce us to the industry, and they find it beneficial for them because they just don't have access to the foreign markets. They know everybody in US, but it's a challenge for them to hire in Europe. So
I would have, so in the category of things I would do slightly differently is I would articulate the business model a bit clearer. I'd have some stats around growth, KPIs, etc., so that I get a feeling that this is moving in the right direction. You're listening to what you're talking about and watching what's there. There's a little disconnect. Like 14 jobs done, and then you say at the end you're raising some money. But I'd have a slide on the money raising, etc. And then the last thing is just sort of, I think that the slides are super slick. Right? That was really a smooth, which I'd expect coming out of Hollywood. It better be, right? Okay, because it's got to match. But think about your positioning when you're presenting. You wandered back towards the check, right, over here, and I would be front and center, and commanding the audience. That's the other thing I would, as a bit of feedback, I'd give you, right?
Thank you.